Hello. Well, I'm late. Yes, I'm late. I'm like 1 minute late. I had work to do, and therefore I started my stream 1 minute later. But we're here. It's time. It's Monday. I've not decided what I'm doing today, and I really probably should have done that before I made my schedule. But I did not, and now here we are. We are here, and I will have to decide what we're doing today. I am in the software and game development category, so maybe I'll do that, or maybe not. I don't know. I simply don't even know. A lot of games, you know, daily games, possibly. We just don't know. Also, I just realized I have not tweeted that I'm going live. Hold on. I need to do all that stuff. All the things that I do before my stream starts, I have not done. Okay, I'm gonna post an image. This is going to be description: Wolfie drinking water from a cup with straw. Okay, that is, you know, do you know that I have alt text on all of my image descriptions on Twitter and Blue Sky? Now you know. Okay, and then we save this, and then we say streaming something or other. I don't really know. Possibly game dev. And I click the button that posts the link to the stream. And then I post it, and then I go to Blue Sky and I post the same thing. Okay, we're good. Alright. Yo, alt text, so true. Anyway, let me greet people. Last Abaka was here before I started my stream. Welcome Stream Elements, welcome Chocojax, welcome Deffins, welcome Slime Molder, welcome Piss, welcome Duck, welcome Zoe, and Tag Barrel, and Last Abaka, and Stanley, and Altscop, and Cats, and Louise, and A. Pullen. Wolfie streaming? No, he's not. Check twitch.tv/Wolfie. He's not live. When was the last time this guy was live, huh? This guy has my username. What is he doing? Who is this man? We're stalking him. When was he live? Schedule. What the frick? He streamed 9 days ago. Oh, I was hoping his account would be inactive so that when I get partner, I can be like, this guy hasn't streamed in years. Telling me this guy streams? Bro, come on. What's he doing? What's this guy doing, man? I need that username. He doesn't even have like social media linked on here. How am I supposed to know, like, that he's real? Have I considered asking? No, I have not considered asking because I don't know how that works. I don't think you can, I don't know. Why would he do that? Why would he accept it? What is in it for him? He has no reason to do so. I would need to take it by force when I become Twitch partner. Zully said, I've doodled tiny things on schedules or similar before, and then when I did uploads to sites, I just sit there for 10 minutes writing something or other. Yes, I do that when I post things. Yeah, just ask him if I can have the name. Have you ever met someone that had their first name as their social media handle? No, I've never seen anyone. No one would ever do that. Louise, literally impossible. There's a chance he says yes. I don't know. But then I would have to like message him, and he'd have to be like, who is this guy? Who does he think he is? And then what if he asks for money? I'm making a bunch of assumptions about his character. Maybe he's like a totally fine guy. I don't know. But I don't know him. And he does not know me. Anyway, okay, what am I doing? What am I doing today? Welcome, Old Man Diabetes. So I had, I could make a game. Also, the game that I have been working on is almost done. I feel like probably before the end of this week, it may be done. So look out for that, possibly. It's like just putting finishing touches on it. And I think the thing that I'm figuring out now is like GitHub Actions. I can release it locally, but since I develop on a Mac, releasing on Windows is a bit annoying. But then on GitHub Actions, there's a GitHub action to release a Godot thing. I mean, I could also log onto Windows and do it, but that's kind of annoying. And the issue that I'm running into is that I'm using an Aseprite plugin, and Aseprite, when it's not available on CI, it doesn't like build it. Because it's like, oh, we don't have Aseprite. You have this Aseprite tile set. It doesn't work. We don't have Aseprite installed. And then you could either build Aseprite from scratch. They do have some actions for that. But it adds like 10 minutes to the build time, and then like I guess you could cache it, but then it's like, you know, there's questions about, are you allowed to cache intermediate artifacts because their license states that you can't distribute this thing, but then it's like, oh, but actually it's not really being distributed, it's just in the local cache. Is that fine? I don't know. There's probably ways to work around. I don't know. Or I could just release it from my desktop and then like upload the Windows. I think you can build Windows things on Mac, but then also with Windows there's like code signing. You don't know about this? There's code signing. Is if you do not sign your packages, sometimes antivirus will be like, hey, this thing's a virus. But then I could release a web version. You could just play it in the browser, but then like the performance is not going to be that good. I don't know. You can do a Linux build, yes, but why would I? Why would I go through all that effort when they could just play it on the web? You could just go to itch.io and then it'll be there. I only ever met one person, and the only reason they sniped the handle was because their name was oddly spelled. Oh, that someone only had their first name as their Twitter handle? Or not Twitter, just like any handle? Hold on, I just got an email from itch.io. Your new builds are now live. I did build some test versions and they did get uploaded to itch. But it is not on a public page. I tried loading it and then the graphics, it would not show the tile set because the Aseprite plugin wasn't there. GitHub Actions. Anyway, okay, what was I gonna say? I could make a game today. Godot. Could open up Godot. I feel like I'm oddly out of breath today. There's something about it. What was this dinosaur? Oh, we had like a dinosaur jumping game. We had the chat thing. Fishing. What was this? Oh, this was when I tried to make a fishing game. Okay, so an idea that I had for a game is on Saturday we played one of the fishing games. What was it called? Fish Cast and Chill. This game. Oh, right, you can't. Right, Steam Next Fest is over, so you can't play anymore. That sucks. I hate that Steam Next Fest just like they take down the demos. Anyway, this had a very nice aesthetic, and I was thinking maybe like, you know, my intro screen, I have like the fish, and then I have like the fish. What did I say? The fishing, and as the fish are moving around, and I was like, this looks nice. What if I programmed something that was like me and I was fishing, and then there would be fish like in the pond or lake or whatever. They're out there fishing. They're not fishing. Imagine if the fish was fishing. I don't know how to talk. If the fish are swimming, and then I just catch the fish. I don't know. That's a thing I could add, possibly. High solar magnetic field today. It's causing fatigue everywhere. Is that true? Is that real news? It could be. I don't know. I've been feeling kind of tired. Just something about it. Also, I found out this week that actually I have Thursday off because it's Juneteenth. I totally forgot. I forgot that was a thing. Juneteenth is this Thursday, and we do have it off. Thursday is a strange day for like for a day off. It's like not at the end of the week. It's like you're off for one day and then you go back to work for another day. Anyway, I guess I have Thursday off. I maybe could stream, but I'm not sure. I could spend that time not streaming, but I will find out. Is this real? The aliens? Is it high solar magnetic field? Is this real? I don't see it. Oh wait, no, magnetic mayhem at the sun's poles. That's literally today. For the first time in history, we're seeing re-seeing the sun from an angle no one ever has, from above and below its poles, thanks to the European Space Agency Solar Orbiter, and captured groundbreaking images. Interesting. Well, I guess that's something. Small scale solar explosion. He's not lying. This is in fact a real thing. Welcome, Alexei. But anyway, okay. I had this issue last time I tried streaming game dev, when I did not have a clear idea for a game. I just kind of it just didn't feel like I was doing anything. But okay, let's make fishing. We will browse to the correct directory. It'll be in the directory known as Godot. And then... Is this a thing that confuses you all? When you're asked to choose a directory, you're like, is this the directory that it's going to create a folder in? Or do I create the folder myself and then I choose the folder? Because sometimes I create the folder, and then when I go in the folder and create the project, it makes a folder inside that project, and I'm like, I wanted like this to be the other thing, right? Is this asking me to make the folder? Fishing 2025 06 16. Okay, it better be this one. No, I was wrong. It was actually, I was supposed to choose the I was supposed to choose the Godot directory, unless I can just delete this. It already exists and is empty. Okay, that's good. Yes, let's make a project named fishing. You can always just make random assets. That is true. I could just... This could be an art stream, perhaps. I could just be making things. Have you considered making things? Alright, so... Okay, maybe this could be an art stream. Okay, so let me save this one. This will be the new thing. This will be base. It's going to be so based. You're going to be like, streamer, this is so based. Save as Celeste, not Celeste. It's going to be actually fishing, this one, and then we're going to create a new folder, and it's going to be... Now, there's always a question about like folder organization. Do I just make them in this directory, or do I have a subdirectory? It could have entities, it could have scenes. Scenes. What about scenes? Maybe scenes is a good one. And then a new one, and it's entities. And then inside this one, you have player. Player. Okay, and then inside player, you have player.asprite. Okay, and then we've saved it. And now what? Now this is where everyone goes, streamer, what are you going to do now? So we have, this is the player, okay. Now we could consider adding, perhaps, fishing. They could have like a fishing rod, perhaps. Maybe try to animate. Maybe they're out here and they're like, hey, it's me. But also, I'm like, do I make this? No, I guess it'd be about me, right? Because this is going to be for my stream. Anyway, another idea that I had that was not related to fishing is, remember that game I played the other week on itch? You're like, which one? You played so many of them. The one that was kind of like an incremental game, it's like you go in between a bunch of different rooms and there's like, you deal damage. The Pinata one. Do you remember that one? Pinata game? This one, Pinata Go Boom. This one was fun, and I'm thinking I could try to make something like this, but instead of it being a top-down thing, it could be like a side-scroller. So one idea that I had, so for people that have not seen me play this game, it's kind of like an incremental game, and what happens is you have a limited number of time, that doesn't make sense. Limited time to like complete rooms. What if I just play it and just demonstrate what it actually is? I'll probably explain things better than if I were to try to explain it myself. So this game, it's like you're here, right? You're in the game, and then in the game, you have like a skill tree. Let's continue. Okay, we continue. So in this game, you got a skill tree. You can deal damage. You can, you know, deal more damage. You can like attack faster. You could have abilities. You could perhaps increase the time that you have between days. So if we just start the day, the flow of the game is you have rooms, right? In each room, you try to it's lagging. I know what that is now. That's shader pre-compilation. The first time a shader effect is used, it'll lag the game. I ran into that in my game as well. The solution to that is to pre-compile the shaders, and by pre-compile, I just mean you make them invisible. You have them all emit for 1 frame, and then when they're actually used in the real game, it does not lag the game. Anyway, the core of the game is you have limited time. You go through rooms, you pick up items. The items are currency, and by currency I just mean you can use them to buy skills and other stuff, and then you try to make it to the end. Now if you don't make it in this run, you get to go back, and then you get to, like, you know, upgrade things, and then maybe you make it farther the next time. So it's like a little bit incremental in that way. What I was thinking was, do you all remember MapleStory? MapleStory had a, you know, you're running around fighting mobs and stuff like that. What if it was like this, except instead of going between rooms, you are playing a game that's like a side scroller, and you have like a class, you can jump around, you can like attack. Because like one really satisfying thing about MapleStory was that when you have attacks that can deal multi-damage, like you can attack like 5 targets at once, it was always very satisfying to see a large number show up. And so, you know, MapleStory, let's look at the image of people doing like massive damage to things. Like this, right? We could have something like this, where like, let me open up Paint. This is where everyone's like, I don't know what he's talking about. You could have a thing such that maybe you start off, you have like a class, right? Canada story, no. How do I increase the size of the brush? This one. You have like a room, okay? And then there's like mobs in the room. You have platforms that you can jump to. It's like somewhat randomized every run. So these are enemies, you have platforms. And then you have the player. And there needs to be some lore reason why you have a limited amount of time between rooms. Maybe you get poisoned at the start of each run. You try to like kill as many mobs as possible. Once you kill all the mobs in the room, the door opens. You get to go to the next one. And then there's like a new set of monsters you can fight. And then, you know, as you're killing the monsters, you get points, experience, you get money. You could spend that money to, you know, get stronger weapons. You could have money to increase your defense, so maybe then that means you have more time to spend in rooms. And then your goal is to get to the boss at the end. There's like maybe like 5 rooms or something. Your HP is constantly ticking down. And then once you die, you get to go back to town. And then in that town, you get to, you know, buy stuff. Welcome props on Jack Bro's Gaming. No, Bro is describing a game that he may create. Alright, and then there's like a boss, right? Boss, he's angry at you. And you must fight him. And then once you beat him, that's it. Then you're done. That's the end of the game. But then maybe there's like an ascension mode where, you know, there's more stronger enemies, stuff like that. So that's it. Is that even an interesting idea? I feel like it could be, because when I played this game, the other game that I just showed, there was something fun. You know, people like seeing numbers go up. They're like, you start off, you deal like 5 damage, and you're like, oh, it takes me like 5 hits to kill these enemies. And then when you die, you know, you spend time fighting the monsters, and you can only kill 1 monster. But then you go back to town, you upgrade your gear. Now you can kill 2 monsters at once. And then once you've killed 2 monsters, you get to go to the next room. I don't know. It's a possible idea. Another thing that I could do is I could just learn how to make music. I did think about this. For my game that I'm working on, I did create some sound effects in Pico 8. It's not necessarily music, but if you listen to this, you can make sounds. I did this last week on web fishing. I made Megalovania. And I could perhaps make music as well. Everyone's calling it Ascension mode. Where's Descension mode, where enemies are weaker? That's just the regular gameplay loop, because you are stronger, and then therefore the enemies are weaker comparatively compared to you. Where's Ascension mode, where nothing changes? That's most games, actually. It's actually, many games have that property. You could choose. I mean, I guess you as the player are getting stronger, not just in the game, but in general, because your knowledge of the game is improved, and you can make smarter decisions. Isn't real life really like that, though? When you think about it. I don't know. Anyway, a lot of things that I could do. The issue is that I have not decided ahead of time, and this is going to be one of those streams that after the stream is over, I'm going to be like, man, this stream kind of sucked. I'm going to feel like I could have planned the stream better. You ever have any streamers out there? Can you relate to this? You start off a stream and you go, oh, I don't have it. I don't even know what I'm doing today. And then you do the stream, and then it doesn't go well, and you're like, well, I should try harder next time. But then next time I do the same thing, and then the same result. Decision making is hard, so true. Anyway, those are ideas. Now the question is, are any of those even interesting? Now, I could, you know, a lot of that also, you know, it all just depends on having art as well. So I guess regardless of what I'm doing, I should maybe consider drawing something. Learn how to do art, perhaps. Decision making. Man, I don't know. What are you all up to? What's going on in your life? This is the part of the stream where you can go, oh, I've been working on this thing. I was playing this cool game the other day. Exploding things. Has anyone exploded anything recently? Any exploders? Exploding? I zonked out and played Yu-Gi-Oh! For 2 days. You did talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! Last time, I remember that. I hope it was good. Screaming into a void, figuring out FPGA timing constraints. Now that's a problem that I have never had to deal with. Okay, what if I start off by drawing myself? Just me. Wait, don't I have something like that? Hold on. Player? I have too many things that are named the same thing. Let me open it on my other computer. I'm getting better at League. I'm sorry to hear that. What about this one? No, that is the wrong thing. What about Wolfie 16 by 16? Ah, that's what it was. Got this one. How do I copy this? Can I copy these between machines? Wait, hold on. Where is this one saved? Save as Wolfie 16 by 16. Okay, I just have an Aseprite directory. Welcome, Lord Sploof. What? Very interesting first time message. I hope you're doing well. Okay, hold on. I have files that exist. I just have to find them. Sync thing. Where was it? Default? Was it in my default directory? Welcome, Nutritious. I have an Aseprite directory. Okay, what if I save this one? Save it as format sync thing. Let me say, oh, it's already in there. It's already in the directory. It's not. I thought it was already in the directory. It was in my sync thing directory, but it's not there. Default. Am I using SMB? Super Mario Bros? No, I'm using sync thing. It's literally called sync thing. Or was it Godot? Example. What the hell? Where is this? Okay, let me copy the file. How do I go about syncing KeePass? I use Dropbox for that. There are many options. I'm pretty sure iCloud is supported. Pretty sure Google Drive is supported. I personally use Dropbox. There's no reason it has to be Dropbox. That's just what I had. And that's how I do it. Hold on. Sync thing directory. Where is this? It's not even there. Sorry, this is probably so interesting. Watching someone update files on his other computer that you can't even see. Is it hold on, Wolfie 16 by 16, and then I go to sync, and then I go to default, and then I paste it. I pasted it into here. Now you should see it show up after a few seconds. There it is, finish syncing. Okay, so I had something like this. I use a network drive with SMB. I don't know what that is. Samba? Is that Samba? Super Mario Brothers? Okay, how do I flatten this? Flatten visible. Okay, so I could base the thing on this. I can make a new layer. And then I put this here. Okay, the size is different. It is not exactly the same. It's like here. Wait, okay, this one. Okay, let me also check on my other computer how I did my other sprites. So the other game that I have does have graphics. The graphics are pretty much done. Okay, so it's like this. There's two. There's actually two. So it's like this. But then it's not like that. Hold on. It's like this. What is it even? Okay, so from here it is 4 pixels off. We have 2. This Wolfie has a vest, a sweater vest. Isn't that normal though? Isn't that the same? Alright, so it's like this, and then I believe the rest of it is also moved over by 1 pixel. Wait, is it? No, it's not. It's above the leg and then 1 pixel over. So this was fine. Welcome L:Q. Wait, was this fine? This is not fine. What? Okay, so this. How did I do it? I'm so confused. Me when I confuse myself. Okay, I think the issue is this is actually, it goes back by 1. So everything else move over. Okay, that I believe is more correct. But then the arm, hold on, what does this look like here? This one actually is here. It's actually here. Okay, so then this stuff is over here. Okay, that seems more correct to me. Okay, and then we have this is the outline, and then this one you have like a darker color for this. And then no, actually this one goes out slightly more, so it's like this. Okay, that is what I had, I believe. This one, possibly, maybe. Is that what this looks like? It's not what this looks like. What have I done? What am I doing, guys? What's the deal here? This thing. Okay, hold on. It goes there. It goes below the eye, and then there's 3 pixels. 3 pixels here. Okay. Is it like this? Need a darker blue. Was there a darker blue? Is this one? That is the light blue. This is the darker blue. So this one goes here. And perhaps also here. And this looks weird. This doesn't look like how I have it on my other thing. It's perhaps it's like this. It's actually like this. There. And then what? Piss is everywhere. This sounds strange out of context. I mean, the user whose name is not actually Piss. That's actually an L. But every stream I'm in, they always call him Piss. He seems to accept it. That is it's life. That is how life is. Okay, so I think this is how I have it. This one seems good. And then I simply, okay, so it's like this. It's simply like this. It sounds good. Is this correct? If only I had a darker shade of blue. Wait, I could use this. This is kind of close, right? This is quite similar. And it goes there. Okay, so that's good. This is good. Southern Line Super Show, PLSS. No. It's impossible, man. Alright. I believe this is what I want. It looks quite good. I could make this one, the outline for this one could, instead of being red, sorry, instead of being black, it could be red. It's uncertain whether this is actually better. I mean, it looks a bit better, maybe. But then now this thing is not there, so maybe it's like this. Maybe then it's like this. And then, okay, and then this color though, now that this is the outline color, what if I use purple? We consider that maybe purple could be usable. It doesn't look that bad, actually. It actually seems alright. From a distance, it seems alright. When you're zoomed in, though, it does look like my hair is strange. Now you may be like, but Wolfie, you could simply just add a darker color. You can literally choose the colors. It's true. It is true. But I will choose to do this instead. For some reason. Alright, what if it was like this? What if it was simply like this? Okay, now that we have this, I think that is good. It's good. That's me. It's literally me. I'll call this one Wolfie. Alright, now we have a character. Okay, this character, we want to implement fishing. Okay, we're gonna have a fishing animation perhaps. So like me, I could be like on a ship perhaps. Could add maybe another layer. Fishing, just rod, I guess. Welcome, Pork Foo. Okay, so I'm right-handed, so that means that the rod will be here. Although, I guess we will just be flipping the sprite, so it doesn't really matter that much. Unless I have like... unless I redraw it for every side. Okay, so how do people fish? Well, if you were to draw a fishing animation, you could consider perhaps that the hand would be like... okay, we need to hide this one. I also did not draw this pixel. This pixel should be here. I keep pressing the wrong button. Imagine the attention to detail. I feel like most people don't care. Oh, but also, if I were to flip the sprite, then this hair would not be symmetrical, right? It's like the part in my hair is like on this side. Then if I flipped it, it'd be on the other side. It would be like if I look like this. That looks so weird. Doesn't this look so weird? What if I just had the rest of the stream like this? If I just... oh my god, who is that? No, you can't do it. This is a thing that happens when people clip VTubers and then like in the thumbnail they like flip their art. It always looks really weird. Like what is it? Now I'm noticing that my head is tilted naturally. Classic. Anyway. It's fine. It's fine. It looks fine? I don't think it looks fine. Okay, so now that we have a second one. Okay, so if you were to have fishing, no, that looks so weird. Okay, so it would be like this. It would be like you would hold the fishing rod. You'd have the hand. It would go like over here. You would have like the fishing rod. How would this work? You have the other hand. You have this one, the fishing rod. It's here. Okay, but there's like a better way to draw the line such that it looks better pixel wise. Okay, so this is the fishing rod. Okay, and then you just gotta draw the rest of it. This one goes there. Me when I'm fishing. Me when the fishing though. Okay, so then the arm is here. And then what? And then it's like this. But then it's like this though. Then we need an outline though. We need a separation of the sleeve from the rest of it. Now this looks a bit weird because we have too many colors in the same place. Hold on, go back here. Also, I put everything on the wrong layer. Whatever, you know, it's fine. You can always flatten the layers. Gone. Okay, so then we have this, okay? And then I don't need to draw the line because that could be added in the game. The game itself could have perhaps the actual line. We could make this darker. It could look like that. That looks pretty good. Honestly, I think that looks alright. But then what about this though? This thing here. Will the line be aligned to the pixel grid? Yes. Yes, it will. It has to be. Imagine not aligning your lines to the pixel grid. Cringe. That is pretty cringe, bro. Why would they do that? Me when I have a game and it's like it's got rotation, but then the pixels are rotated. That's weird. is quite strange to me. Okay, so we have this. The fishing rod. And they always have, there's like the thing that you spin, right? What's that thing called? The reel? Oh, this thing isn't even real. I guess the line could be here. But then it's like, is that too much detail? I feel like that's, wait, that looks fine actually. Does it look fine? Does this really look fine though? It's debatable. You can maybe use this color. There's the other one. Maybe it's like every other one. It's got like this. What if the line gently bounced? No. Okay, what if it was? What if we didn't have that? Really makes you think. Really causes you to consider. To ponder life, perhaps. Okay, so this is one such frame. I think that is cool. Okay, so we have idle, we have fishing. Now I feel like there's something about this one. How do I make this one? There's one pixel here. How do I make that not look so jarring? Because you know, it's like part of the shirt, part of the sweater vest. But then we got like the white from the sleeve. It doesn't make sense. How do people even do it? They can't just combine them. Now that looks even weirder. I could possibly, like, okay, this, I think I need to flatten this. Flatten. Wait, no, not flatten visible. Just flatten. No, select the layers and then flatten. Okay, and then this one, call it Wolfie. Yo, he is fishing though. Bro is fishing. Okay. I'm going to skip this song. I always skip this song. I don't like it. Okay, and then, okay, this is the one where I'm waiting. We can also add tags to these. Fishing. This one is idle. We got idle and fishing. I could work on an idle animation, actually. So in my other game, the idle animation was, the hands would just move like here, and then here, right? It would go back and forth. Now, if I'm going to be in a boat, you can't really see the hands because the boat is going to be like here. So we could have like a head bobbing animation, perhaps. Now, at a pixel resolution that is this small, it is kind of hard. We have to do some sub-pixel animation, which is a technique that I have actually implemented in my game. The game that will be released does have some indications of sub-pixel movement. You just have like the big movement, and then you have the in-between. Blinking. Imagine blinking though. Does anyone even know how to blink? Yo, what is this? Undertale, am I right guys? Undertale, Deltarune. Yo bro, this is Deltarune. This could be, we could have like a sleeping animation. Maybe when I don't see fish for a while, he just starts sleeping. You don't know, you just don't know. Okay, so we have this one. We can add a new frame. Okay, you must also consider the timing of the frame. 400 milliseconds. The keyframes will be quite large because idle animations are not known for having that much movement. Okay, so this frame, these are going to be the keyframes. Okay, he's going to move his head down for one frame. And then you could also consider having this one also down here. Right now this looks weird, but it's fine because there will be more frames in between. You'll have another frame. This frame is going to be maybe like 40 milliseconds instead of that much. And then you gotta smooth the transition between this frame and this one. A way that you could do that is you could simply add smear frames. Now this looks very strange right now, but it's going to look totally fine when it's actually running in the game. Possibly. Or it might actually look really bad. I don't know. We will find out. See, look, you barely even notice that smear frame. You barely even see it, and it makes the move. Okay, you can sometimes see it. Sometimes, okay, it is a bit distracting sometimes, but you could simply. Okay, one thing that you gotta do is you gotta add this one as well. This looks so cursed, but that's how life is. Okay, but then okay, one thing you could also do is in the in-between, you could hold this. You could actually be like that row, like, whoa, look, you barely even notice. It's barely even visible. Sometimes though it is, but not always. Welcome vacuously. Isn't it like really late over there? Aren't you normally asleep by now? But welcome to the stream. Okay, so this is me. He's moving his head up and down. And then maybe in this frame, we could have, this could be, no, you can't have that. It's gotta be like, you gotta also have this one here. So something like this. Speaking of late, what, you're becoming a night owl? Don't you have to work though? Imagine sleeping. Anyone sleeping right now? Oh, Zoli's sleeping. Have a good night, Zoli. No. Frick work. So true. So true. Anyone agree with this? Imagine working. Just watch streams all day. That's what I do. Except when I actually have to go to the office. Like tomorrow. Actually, since Thursday is a holiday in the US, I only have to go to the office once this week. Tomorrow, I'll be in the office, and then I don't have to go back until next week. Can't believe we have to be responsible adults. So true. I think it's cringe that we have to participate in society. Imagine not participating in society though. Same, but I get money. I also get money. And with money, you can purchase goods and services. In exchange, I lose part of my soul. Anyone losing their soul right now? Can anyone relate to this statement? Welcome, Kari Punko. Till the project is done, man. That's crazy. Imagine working though. Lose part of your soul for 40 plus years, hope to have some left. When do you all think you're gonna retire? What is like a good amount of money to retire on? There's like some kind of rule that's like you should, you know, by this age you should be making like this much times your salary or whatever. $100. That's like nothing. That's like no money. Retire in 10 years? That's like so early though. It's like so early. And we got chatters that know each other. Imagine recognizing chatters from other chats. Strange. Imagine knowing people. I'll retire at 65? Surely. Recognize a streamer? What? Where? Does anyone recognize streamers? They say it's like withdraw 4% from some lump sum equal to your monthly expenses. Oh, okay. I mean, like, I barely spend money on anything. So I feel like if I were to like not work for the rest of my life, with my current rate of spending, I feel like I could last for quite some time. But also, like, what if something, this is assuming that nothing awful happens, like me requiring like insurance for things. I mean, you also have to like, you know, medical things, I don't know. Have you maxed out your 401k? Yes, I put the maximum amount that I can, as much as possible. Medical expenses. Oh yeah, I could just move to another country where they have like actual good healthcare, I guess. But then that's like so much effort. Gotta move. Imagine moving to places. Weird. Okay, something about this in between does not look that good. What is it? It's like this thing, but then like without it though, it's like, what do I do? What's any expert animators? How would you do the smear frame in a way that looks good? Okay, is it like this frame? This frame? This? I think public healthcare isn't enough when you're old. It rarely covers meds. It helps though. Man. Can't believe society. And we have to participate in society. Why can't we just not participate in society? Why can't we just live in the wilderness? Imagine living. Has anyone truly even lived? You may think that because you're alive that you've lived, but have you really though? Who can really say that they've lived? Have I lived? Have you lived your life? Return the monkey? Become cottagecore? You could totally do it. Is a possibility that you could consider. I think maybe I just need like another frame. Have I seen the new Steam style? Yeah, they have they got fishing. They have the fishing fest. Now I was so used to Steam Next Fest that I was like, yo, what, a lot of fishing demos I can play, but actually they're like paid games. I was Steam Next Fest has ruined my perception of gaming. What do you mean these games aren't free? Every man lives, not every man truly dies. True, so true. But yeah, do any of these look good? What's this one? Mango's Fisharium? The Catch? Free demos. Ice Lakes. Fishing Adventure. Wait, what? This looks cool. Fishing Paradiso. And then we're gonna have Wolfie Fishing on here. Wolfie's fishing game. Also welcome, Classic Carabel. I don't play games, I just throw money at the devs. True. A lot of people, they just buy games and they don't actually play them. It's monthly expenses times 12 times 25. The number is highly subject to how old you are. Assume withdrawing 4%. If you spend $5,000 a month, 1.5 million to retire, that's doable, right? Me, see, that sounds doable. $1 million. Imagine 5K a month is a lot of money. It is, but if you live in a place where rent is like about that much, then, you know, makes sense. If you already own a house. Fishing Paradiso seems to be from Kairosoft. People say they're good. Fishing Paradiso. It does look nice. I don't know. Maybe I'll consider it. Perhaps I will think about it. Yeah, good morning. Why did you say good morning when we definitely know it's not morning for you? You have revealed your time zone, and it is not morning. But then we're like, you know, it's like it's morning somewhere. Do you hear the ice cream truck outside? If you could order ice cream right now, what would it be? Vanilla? It's getting louder. Holy frick, it's getting louder. Ice cream truck is approaching my location. It's 8:01 a.m. Imagine waking up. Me when I wake up, oh man, I'm awake now. I have to live my life. Weird. It's so weird. Having to go to work. Is it actually 8 a.m. for you? Can everyone dox their time zone? Waking up before 4 p.m. sounds insane. What are you talking about? What is bro talking about? 23:02. I know. I feel like a lot of people like who work in the tech industry, they're like familiar with the British time zones because like GMT is like the basis for everything. Or I guess UTC. Wait, it's not the same. BST. Okay, British Standard Time is not the same. There's a difference. Okay, never mind. I was wrong. There's UTC. 10:03. So it's like an hour ahead of this. I was lied to. Waking. That's an Aussie or Kiwi or SEA. Is this true? Dox your location. Give us your coordinates right now. Everyone already knows. Okay, it's like common knowledge. It's not true. It's someone on Earth. Okay, so we have this frame. This frame here, it goes here, goes down to this frame, and then this frame is stopped. This should be here. Okay, that's incorrect. So this one, this needs to be. Is this lower? Does it start lower? How did I do it? Let me check my other art. This one here goes down one frame. And then the next frame, okay, then it goes up. It goes back up, but it's like slightly different. It's here. If only I had like another color in between these. Welcome, Panis. Panis, you are in the credits of my game. My game that I'm going to release soon. Because I went through my Twitch VODs to check who gave me suggestions that I actually implemented, and your name was there. Whoa, look at that. So when you play the game or watch someone play the game, you can be like, whoa, that's me. That's me in the game. He's good. Someone on Earth. True. So true, though. Thank you. Thank you. I forgot specifically what suggestions you gave, but they existed at some point. It's like, oh yeah, I implemented this. Some kind of suggestion on like level design or something. They must have been good. Yeah, so good that I just don't remember them. Forgot. No, it was something. It's definitely something. Okay, why is... Okay, so it goes like this. First frame is here. This one is there. This one, though, is that supposed to be like this? It is. And then it goes up. But then when it goes up, it's got to go, like, here. How do I do it? It goes down, and then it goes up. But then when it goes up, you gotta have the smear frame from here. This looks so weird. And then you have this one. And then it's like it looks so cursed. Wait, oh, this is wrong. This one should be, no, that's 40. Why was this wrong? Oh, I changed the wrong frame. It's supposed to be this one. Also, wait, I should have drank water 6 minutes ago. I can't believe this. I'm gonna do that right now. Alright, I've done it. Okay, we got this one, and then it goes up. And then from here, surely it's gotta be like this, right? It's from here, and then it goes up. Then when it goes up, this one, what if we use this color? No, that looks weird. Is this fine? It seems, well, hold on. Some of it does not seem correct. From here, it goes there to here. Maybe this one needs to be like this. Any knowers of pixel art? Can you be like, Wolfie, when I do smear frames and pixel art, it actually it looks good. Okay, so this one, it goes here. Now hold on, shouldn't this also have a thing? Shouldn't this also be like this? I feel like this is too harsh. This transition is too much. It goes from here, there. I think I need to remove this one and have this go up. Animation is such a vibes thing, it's hard to point out what the problem is. It's true. It's actually so true. Me when true. Try to smear, yep. It is in fact. I think that looks alright. Okay, it's like this looks distracting. But then if I don't have it, this also looks distracting because it goes from here to here. Maybe that's fine. I've never seen smear frames in this resolution. It's because they're cowards. It's because they don't know. Okay, what if I make it like 20? 20. No, it's a comment that, like, if you look, there's like the video. It's called sub-pixel animation, right? There was like this one specific tutorial. Was it this one? It was all of these. There was one that was like about Pokemon, the evolution. This one, this one right here. This resolution. Oh, come on, man. Okay, I'm gonna have to turn off my VPN. Guys, you can see my public IP address right here. Guys, copy that number down and dox me. I'm just kidding. I'm no longer connected to that endpoint. Am I only moving the head? So the reason why I'm only moving the head is because he's going to be in a boat. And you're not going to see anything below like this, right? The boat is going to be here. So there's not really any reason to do that. This is an IP address in New York. What the frick? This guy is in New York. Okay, so this resolution is also like kind of low. The way they do it is they have look, it looks so smooth, right? You look at this, it goes up. They explain specifically. It's like that. It goes there. It's not. I guess it's not the same. How do they do it? They have like a color that's in between. Please don't point there. What's wrong with that? What are you thinking, huh? Me when I show something totally normal and you're like, oh, he doesn't even know. I see what you mean. Yeah, it's like you can't just go from like one color to another. You gotta have like another thing that's like in between just for one frame. And then the next frame, you could do this, right? Wait, what if I use this color? I feel like if I use this in the smear frame, no, it's a bit too different. Actually, I barely see it. Maybe adding some aliasing. Yeah, but then I would need like a color in between. What if I use this one? Using a larger palette. Yeah, and then for some reason I'm refusing to use other colors. So maybe that's not the best idea. I think it's cool to stick to a palette. Even though... Actually, this looks alright, I guess. Doesn't look that bad. What if I make this one 30 milliseconds? That seems acceptable, maybe. Whatever. Imagine spending this much time on this animation. Wait, hold on. But also, this needs to also be there. And that goes there. It works better when there are mid colors, yeah. If I had a value between this one and this one, I could use it. But I don't. I mean, I could. What if I just, no, what if it was by value? What if I use blue? What if I had blue here? Welcome, What's-a-Butts. Got several vacuously viewers are in the chat right now. Welcome, Kozes. That's another one. Pixel art animation is so hard. It's one of those things that are super deceptively easy, but is actually hard. No, Chocojanks, do you know that the word deceptively is deceptive in itself? That you've used it incorrectly? By saying it's deceptively easy, it means it is easy, but it seems hard. Or, right? Isn't it confusing? It's such a confusing word. That's why I would recommend not using the word deceptively. Because, like, okay, if you remove the word deceptively, that's the actual implication. Like, it is easy, but deceptively so. Whereas what you meant is that it's actually hard, but it seems easy. It would be deceptively hard. I think so. I always forget when to use deceptively. Are you sure? I'm pretty sure. See, it's ambiguous. You just don't know. It's like the floor is deceptively flat. Does that mean the floor is flatter, or is it flatter than it is? Answer is, yeah, this is what I mean. If you drop the word deceptively, that's what it actually is. So like the floor is deceptively flat, the floor is flat, but then it's like deceptively so. So it seems as if it's not, but it is. It's like, you know, you could simply drop this. And you could add it back in and be like, oh, like he's, you know, this thing. So now you know. She's not a dog though. That makes sense. It has deleted her message. Let me copy the image. Small fan art. Last Abaka has posted a link that was deleted. Imgur. Yo, what the? That looks so good. Thank you. Now, this is the same color scheme though, right? You have done it, but like it looks better than mine. Deceptively confused. I like this one. It's also got like this thing. Is this the same? Are you using this color scheme, the default? Hold on. What can I steal from this? How can I steal from this the same way that I stole from your trees? Trees that I stole. Drop like from Rust? So true. Me when I borrow variables and mutate them. Oh, and then yours? Okay, so in yours, the legs are actually like this. And that could also work. Modified my colors. No, these are just the default colors. This is the default palette. This is Dawnbringer 32. That is the colors. But this looks good. I'm going to copy this URL and open it on my other computer to reference and steal. Also, I also credited you in my game. Wait, I talked about this, right? You already know that you will be in the credits of my game. You can use the NES palette to make your sprites uglier, but why would I do that? Why would I consider doing it? I know, okay, yes, yeah, so you were here when I explained it. I'm just telling people, you know, when they show up, you're like, hey, you're in the credits of my game. And then you go, whoa, that's so cool. And when it becomes a highly successful game, it's going to be so cool. True, so true. That's you say that stuff in Northern Lions chat. All right. Okay, but this looks good though. This looks good. What if I did this? Ah, I could do this and then. Wait, hold on. So I'm just gonna copy. No, this is my own style, guys. It's gotta be like I gotta have my own style. Can't be copying everything. But I could hypothetically, but I won't. It's like Celeste. It's literally Celeste. Celeste if it was good. Okay, but what if I did add another color in between? What if I stopped refusing to use, like, you know, colors that were not in this palette? No, I can't do that. That goes against my morals. As someone who is learning, you gotta learn to accept that sometimes the color palette is not what you want. Oh, what if it was like this? No. Pronounced Celeste. 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 Me when I sell est. Okay, so this goes up. That is fine. Okay, we spent too long on this animation that just does not matter. Okay, let's go to the fishing. Okay, we got fishing. Can we add the same thing for this one? You can use another color for the outline and use this one for the in-between. Another outline color. What, you mean like this? Like if I did this instead? I mean, I guess I could. I don't know why I chose to use this one as the outline. Maybe this is fine. And then when it goes down, okay, oh, I see what you mean. I could do that. And that may actually look better. True, so true. Oh, now you're thinking. Okay, but then for interior lines, I will choose not to use this for interior lines, because that then contracts, what's the word? Conflicts with this one. So the interior one will stay with this color. Okay. And then I guess I could do, it could be like this. We don't need it for this though. I think it's fine for this one to just be like that. Is it fine? Maybe it's not fine. Maybe it's actually bad. Okay, but also this one should also go down. And then this one. It's here. It's fine. It's actually totally acceptable. Okay, but then in this one, it's actually lowered. This should be like that. Okay, let's go back and like use this color for the outline. Is thinner a word? Yes. It is definitely a word. Any fans of words in the chat? Welcome Xtag. Paint thinner. Thinner than what? What is it even thinner than? Dinner, isn't that the meal after lunch, guys? No, that's supper. You're thinking of supper. It's the wrong word. He doesn't even know. Paint thicker. There is paint thickener though. That is in fact a thing that exists. All right, but then when it's going upside, it's going upward. Supper, isn't that the guy who flies around? Supperman? When it's supper time? It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it is supper. When his eyes get long, it looks like nodding. Maybe. Maybe you're right. Okay, so from here, it goes upward. Okay, but then the upward one, it should be, how would that be done? It goes there. Then, okay, so what if it was like this? It goes here. Then is it, do we also have this? Then the previous one, okay, yes, because then this one now becomes this one. Goes downward. But then what about this one though? Is that strange? This one should be there. Doki bird face. Doki bird, don't say that. Doki bird. Don't make that sound. Okay, this goes here. Does anyone know that clip? Doki bird. Okay. Hold on. This one also, this specifically should be this color. But then this one is also this color. But then what about this one? What about these colors though? When the color move upward, So this one then becomes this one, so then you have this. No, that's not it. It's got to be the other way. Then this thing becoming this one is strange. What if we had that? Is that weird? Is that weird to have that color there? It's like it goes here. So then this one could be there. What am I really doing here? So that's not a smear frame. This one actually should be here. And then it goes down. Then this one, 1 to 2 doesn't look weird. Okay, then that's good. So then now this one, this color becomes this one. Wait. It stays there, and then it becomes this one. And then I'm spending too long on this. This probably doesn't even matter. Imagine things mattering. Nothing really even matters. I think that looks better. I think that looks good. What if we change this up to 40 milliseconds? That looks alright. Sometimes spending a lot of time on minute details. Isn't it weird that minute is spelled the same way, but pronounced so differently? Minute. Me when no, you thought the same thing, frick. Me when the salamander of the subfamily Pleurodolinae is mine. Minute. You know how people say milady? Minute. Petition to change the spelling. Like, how are people supposed to know? Minute. Minute details? It doesn't make sense. Okay, I think this looks alright. I think that is good. Cool, okay. Next thing. Dinner's ready. Hope you have a good dinner. I don't know what it is, but I'm sure it will be delicious. Does anyone sometimes, when you think of the word delicious, you think, what if I said deciduous instead? Like, you know, the anime / manga, Delicious in Dungeon? What if it was deciduous in Dungeon? What if it was about planting trees in the dungeon? Deciduous in Dungeon? Welcome, Waddleblog. Am I going to do bouncing animations for every type of sprite? Probably not every. But I feel like for Idle, it's like, you know, it makes sense. It makes sense. I mean, this could be even slower. 500. Yeah, that looks acceptable. Cryptic command, hello. Deciduous in dungeon and they find an evergreen. I don't know anything about Dungeon Meshi. So if that was a reference to something, it is totally lost on me. Because deciduous trees lose leaves and you rake them. Is that true? Is that real? Oh wait, but now that this is here, this is now conflicting with the outline. So what if this one was actually a lighter shade? And then we use this one as the outline for the fishing rod. Now you're thinking. Grok, is this true? Deciduous trees are not evergreen. Evergreens are coniferous trees. I knew that. Coniferous? Isn't that the N64 video game with the squirrel? The fur day? I would think to have 3 layers for each idle animation. Body doesn't move, head bounces up and down whenever he's holding like fishing rod. Yeah, that's what I would do if I was smart, but I don't do that. Maybe if I plan my layers out. No, sometimes I find the layers get kind of annoying. They kind of get in the way. Sometimes you just gotta have 1 layer for everything. I feel like for me, it's easier to get away with that in pixel art, especially at a small resolution like this. Like, you don't have to change that much to get it to work. Look at this, right? Go here. And the question is, this pixel right here, how do I make that one? Okay, what if I had like a color in between this one and this one? If I simply use this one, okay, that looks weird. How do I make this one? Like, if I did this, and this looks weird. Maybe I can use gray for this. No, that's too different. I can use this. Just don't know. We simply just don't know. What if the entire game was 1 layer? You drew every possible location the player could be in. I did actually, this is unrelated, but I did consider making a VTuber model like that. Like, you know how like VTuber models have it so that you look down, it's like the same art, but it's like, you know, it could be like a frame by frame thing. I could draw like 1 pose where I'm like looking like this, 1 pose where I'm like looking like this, and then like the center and downward, and then just like, you know, just have every frame be hand drawn. I decided not to do it because it was really did not seem like a good use of my time. It probably would not look that smooth, but it's possible. I'm sure someone could consider doing it. Build your VTuber like a Doom enemy? True. Just draw every frame. I'm sure there are some VTubers that have something like that though. Like, it's not that original of an idea. But, you know, whatever. Okay, so I mean, I guess this works. Does anyone have suggestions on this part though? Like this. How do I make this singular pixel not stand out? It stands out so much. What if I make this one lighter? No. What if it was actually... No, that blends too much. Or what if when it's like this, I actually move this over? Because it's like if your body has shifted, and now this is actually over on this side. You just can't see it. And then it looks less jarring. But then now, you know, you could consider maybe like... I have this issue trying to distinguish between your shirt sleeve and face in web fishing. Like mine specifically. Oh yeah, they also have a limited color palette in that one. True. They only have so many colors. Okay, but to make this one not be so contrasty, it could be like this. Is that even good? What if it was like this? Wait, that looks bad. Does that look better? I don't know if it does. I don't even know. What if it was like this? That seems okay. Alright, but then what? I think I really should have put the fishing rod on its own layer. Maybe maybe I should do that. Let's actually do that. New layer. I did have them on different layers, but then I started like drawing things in the same layer and it got kind of annoying. The harsh outline is only needed on the outside. True. But then if I don't have it, this would be the same color as this shadow. Okay, so let's isolate this one. Let us simply delete this. And then what? And then we go back here, and then we remove this stuff. I could simply copy from here, because this is pretty much the same thing. It's pretty much the same. Now we gotta ask, what do we do on this part? This part right here is actually like this. And then you can delete this one. Maybe I should be in the art category. This is not, I'm not really like developing a game right now. I'm gonna switch to art category. At some point I'll put this in the game, but at the moment it's not really game dev. There could be people tuning in and they're like, this isn't game dev, this is art. Which is different, even though art is an essential part of many game development. Many a game development. Alright. Okay, so we have this. I feel like with fishing, like the rod should move slightly, but not too much. Right, that's usually how it goes. The rod is moving slightly. I wonder what happens if I just like rotate it. It's gonna look messed up, but then that looks awful, actually. Maybe that. Okay, so there's like some slight movement. This would actually be a good time for sub-pixel movement, the technique that we have utilized earlier. This actually should not even be there. This is not even supposed to be there. This doesn't make sense. It doesn't, they don't work like that. Doesn't even work. Okay, maybe we have the head bobbing animation as well here. You can't just be standing there, right? Imagine just standing there. Okay, so we have got this frame, we have, and I guess most of this is very similar. I probably should have like put the hands on their own layer. Maybe I should do that. Because really the only difference between this and this is the hand positioning. I don't necessarily want to have to like, you know, if I change this, I'm gonna have to like also change this one. Really, they should be the same thing, you know? When you think about it. Is it time to go back and update this? Arms. No. What if I spend the whole stream on this? Imagine. Torso layer could be armless, and rod could be part of the arm layer. That's also true. It is also quite true. Okay, so this one, that's the wrong layer. So we should copy this, and put this here. And actually, because the arms don't move, these could be shared. Gotta link them. And then this one is here. And then you hide this. And you go back here, and then you simply just delete everything. The question is this goes here, and then you have this. And then that. Welcome, Nanoden. I could also have the hair on its own layer. Yeah, the torso could also be on its own layer. But then is that simply too much? That would make sense, but then I would need to change a bunch of things. Oh wait, oh, but this also changes. Okay, I should be copying from here in this frame specifically. We also have these. And then this one is like the same. Also, what is this? What is this part of? Is this part of the arms? No, that's actually part of the arms. Oops. Wait, but then where's this? Didn't even copy this to the layer. It shouldn't be there. Got this one, get that one. Okay, you hide this one. It's there. So I feel like this one should not be here, because it's actually part of this. It took me a bit to pin this feeling. The hand looks like a MapleStory hand. That is totally also an observation that I made. I was also aware of this. Okay, we link these two. Some might even say that it was intentional, but they would be wrong. It was not intentional. It was just, it happened to be like that. Alright, we have this one. You take this one, you paste it here. And then you also paste the same thing. And now we have isolated the arm from this. It's intentional according to plan. True. Now I feel like if I had this one on its own layer, then I would not need to like remove the top pixel of the arm. That would have been possible as well. But I didn't do that. Okay, so then now that we have this, now we know that this here, we then put this on the arms layer. We did also say we could just put it on the fishing rod layer, which I think is a good idea. Let's just do that. But now it looks like something else. It's fine because it will not be seen on its own. will only be seen in reference to other things. Wait, why is this one? Did I like delete something there? The arms. Wasn't this one? Isn't this supposed to go here? Why is that not there? This one. Oh, it's supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be like this. Okay, then this one is there, and then so we could put this one in the arms layer. Simply just delete this layer. This layer is no longer needed. Okay, and then now the Wolfie base layer does not need to have the arms. You simply do this. Okay, so that's good. Wait, what about this hair though? Oh, I copied from the wrong thing. It should be like this. Okay, and then I guess we can just copy this. This could simply be here. How do I copy these? Copy this. Paste it. What the? Move. Delete. Did I do that right? That was in fact done correctly. Wait, what happened to the arms? What the heck? Oh, because these should be there. Move, and then we move this one. Every Wolfie on screen looks cute. Even this one who's in a state of eternal suffering. So especially that one. Okay, this one. What about this one? Are these the same frame? No, they're slightly different. Alright, so we have this one. What does it look like if we simply link these cells? Okay, so this one is going to be 500, 500. And then it's 40. This is 40. And that is 40. Okay. So I think we should add some movement to the rod. Simply to make it more dynamic. Wait, what happened to the freaking arm? Where are the arms? Did I not copy the arms? Oh no. Okay, I need to copy the arms. It's like this, right? Was it like this? It was like this. And then I had like these 2 pixels here. Yes. And then I said, it looks a bit strange. And then I did that, but then that didn't look good. Oh no, because I had, alright, this one was moved over by 1 pixel. That's what it was. I remember now. Does he hold the fishing pole firmly or lackadaisical-like? No one really knows. It's actually impossible to know. Science is not explained yet how this is to be done. Also, was this the same way here? No. Alright, so this one should also be moved over, as well as this one, and these 2. Okay, but now the arms do have to move. It's because otherwise it looks strange. So we unlink these. And then you delete these. And then you gotta have this one here. But then this one must also be the thing. It must also be thing. Now, okay, this looks a bit strange. So it starts from here, and then it goes down. But then for it to go down, we should have also the smear frames. So this one then becomes lighter, while that one goes downward. Shouldn't it be... This one goes here, and then it goes downward. Okay, we also unlink this one. This one must be here. And you got this one. Now this looks quite strange, actually. But that's fine. It's actually maybe fine. You just have to do this. He's so short. I should maybe make the down frame slightly shorter. This could maybe be like 400 instead of 500. No, I think, okay, maybe 500 looked fine. I don't know. Does anyone really even know? I feel like I say that too much. Does anyone even really know? Is anyone even truly aware of why he's saying this? Okay, maybe for this one, we can also move the fishing rod down by 1. Iconic cry for help. If you all were a Pokemon and you had a cry sound like every time you entered battle, what would that be? What is your best sound that you would have? Would it be a screech? Would it be screaming? The dinkiest thing? Would you scream? Yell? Probably just my name. No, like in the video game. I know like in the anime it would just be your name. But in the game it would be like different. Broken instruments. Man, remember when Pikachu's sound effect was not just him saying Pikachu? Pikachu used to have like an actual sound. But they ruined it. Man, what happened to Pikachu, man? Burza. True. These are the questions that no one is asking nowadays. We need more people to be out here asking these hit questions. Okay, so this color actually gets brighter. Maybe I just do this. Okay, no, this color looks a bit distracting. Let's say perhaps this one should be this. Some legendaries got guitar riffs. Is that true? Every Pokemon game uses a high quality sound file that says Pikachu. True. Oh, that Pikachu. You ever think, like, what if Pikachu was never the mascot of the Pokemon Company? If they had chosen some other person? Other Pokemon? I mean, I guess it would be Eevee, right? But what if instead of Eevee, what if it was just like Pidgey? Could you imagine a world where Pidgey was like the face of Pokemon? Just like a generic bird. You're like, yo, we can get the Pidgey plush. I can't even talk. The Pidgey plush is all sold out. Yeah, I was lined up for days to get that one. Bro, you got the Pidgey? Oh my god. That's crazy. That's my favorite Pokemon. Some Ice or Steel, whatever mons get like those sounds, true. They do be out there making sounds. It is so true. It's literally so true. Alright, so this goes down. It goes here. And then the frame after, we must have this. Okay, we got some fishing animation. It is in fact going. What is this thing? Does anyone know Aseprite? Why does it do this? What is this? What is it doing? Don't even know. Alright, so let's see. When the fishing rod goes down one frame though, do we want an in-between here? Should it go like this? Does this even look good? I think it does. And then when it goes back up, wait, why is this one? This is down, and then it's down. Why is this one still up? It's up, up, down. Okay, so this one should be down. You could have it kind of waving. True, true. Okay, so this one should still be down, but then, wait, it's down. Wait, are these linked? Did I link these? Is this one linked to this? Is that what? Unlink. Oh, that's what that is. This cell was linked to this one for some reason. So that is why it was doing this. I see. Well, then that messes everything up then. Because it was not supposed to be like that. How did I have it before? Was it like this? Did it look like this? Yes, it did look like this. It was like this. Possibly. Alright, and the next frame goes down. And it goes down again. And then this is the one where it goes back up. But then it must be down. But then also you gotta add some smear effect to this one. Yes, and then also consider this, and then it's there, and then returns upward rapidly. This must also be there, and this one perhaps is not there. And then we use this color specifically here, so that it transitions from this white this skin tone to this. Sure. That's probably fine, maybe. Okay, but then for the fishing rod, this goes down. Yes, I should also drink water. Alright, I've done it. Welcome Hamflow as well. I don't remember you having said something today, so that is your welcome. Okay, we have this going down. And then what? And then this is here. And then when it goes back up, it needs to have this one upward. You just got here. I knew it. I remember that you were not here. But now you are here. Okay, we got fishing animation. Fishing animation is in fact real. Perhaps. Goes here. Okay, so this one does not need to be there. All right, we have fishing. Okay, that's good. It's good. We have player sprite. It's good. Looking good. We need to make a casting animation. We need to go from this to this. But also it's got to be animated. Okay, so you start from here. You know, I should have just started with like the base animation. Why do I spend all that time on this stuff when I could instead be doing this? This is what I did in the other game and it worked well. For this one, for whatever reason, I chose to go straight into doing it this way. Yeah, my casting at the bank. I said I was going to the bank. I didn't say which one. Am I right, guys? Because he's implying that he went to the fishing. You know, the bank where there's water and you fish. Instead of going to the bank which you withdraw money from. True. So true. That is a thing. All right, we have this. So true, Wolfie. So correct for this. Okay, this one. Good. Looks good. It looks good. People are going to be like, whoa, it looks so smooth. What do you do? And then they take a screenshot mid-frame and they're like, oh, what the frick is that? Help, my game is bugged. Why does he look like that? Can't believe he looks like this. Developers, there's a problem. Okay, how do I go from this? I'm gonna make a new frame. New frame. Empty. Delete this, you know, even delete this one. Delete all this stuff. Put that one right there. Right there. And then. Okay, so the casting animation. It's gotta be like, how, okay, hold on, let's look it up. Let's look at reference. Casting fishing line animation. Yo, what if there was like a game that was like casting like mages, but they're like fishing? If you could be a mage and then like a wizard or something, and then it's like that kind of casting. You thought about this? Have you considered this, everyone? If not, you should consider. Okay, so it goes like this. It's like this. Copy this one. Delete this one. Go here. Delete all this stuff. So then, so it starts off, the hand is slightly up. Simply delete this. It's like that, right? It's like this. And then get the new frame, and then, okay, you gotta get the keyframes. So the keyframe here is you gotta have this one, then goes up to here, perhaps. Right, you go like this to this. But then also, like, the character needs to move. It's not just the hand, it's like the entire character is moving. So then for this to be possible, you would need to also have this. Now, does the head necessarily move back? I mean, kind of. Would that be too much? Would that be too much, guys? Because it's not just the head, it's like the entire body. Possibly even the legs. Maybe it's like, it goes like this. Okay, maybe this is where I start using the base animation. Not even the cringe animation, the base animation right here. I start animating using this guy. So you start from here. And then you have the hand is here. And then specifically, it's like this, right? It's actually even farther over. And actually is here. Okay, and then you got the fishing line. Fishing rod, right? Next frame. Wait. So hold on. It's like this. It actually goes like even up, right? It goes, well, you can start from here, and then it goes like the next keyframe is. It's like this one. Let's check out WikiHow. WikiHow.com. Do they have an animation? Do they have... Okay, so it's like... It goes up. Wait, how does Stardew Valley do it? Stardew Valley fishing animation. How does Animal Crossing do it? I could just look at the Animal Crossing animation. Animal Crossing fishing GIF. Fishing GIF. Have I gone fishing in real life? I have not. Man, none of these are fishing. The first result is not even like what you would typically think of with Animal Crossing fishing. None of these. Ah, there we go. Okay, okay. So one hand goes behind. The other hand, okay, so one hand is up. Is there a way to go frame by frame? I need a slow down here. I might like it, maybe. It is possible. So let's see, hand goes behind. Is this true? Is this even true? If this goes here. Alright, so this is hand. Is there like another, it's like this? I don't know. It's like this. It's like this here, and then hold on, and then the body turns. The head turns slightly. And also the leg moves up. What if I search fishing keyframe animation? No, no. It's not even it. The other hand, yes, the other hand also moves forward. So the hand, I guess this hand starts off like in the front. It's like this. And then the next frame, you could perhaps, the hand could still be there. Welcome, Dofame. But then the frame after that, the hand is now like, so it actually goes all the way up to here at some point. Let's have that as the next keyframe. Okay, this one is here. And then the other one, it's like behind. This is now behind. I don't know how to do that with this character because the hair is going to be in the way. I just don't know. Everything except the hand holding the rod is just momentum. Yeah, but you know, you gotta consider that. Okay, so maybe this one moves up one. But also the leg has to move. So when you're holding, okay, so when leg is, it's like this. This one should be moving slightly. Your leg starts moving up slightly. Like this. So this, this. And then we could have like an exaggerated mid pose. Your leg could go like this, perhaps. Whoops. You could also, the head should also probably move back. Yeah, it's like he's gonna fight someone. Bro is about to fight someone. Got this one there. And that one. Okay, alright. Wait, hold on. New frame, sorry, not new frame. New tag. Casting. Isn't it weird that we call it idle fishing casting, but not idling? Like, no one really says idling for their animation. They're like, oh, he's in his punching animation. He's in his jumping animation. They don't say he's in his idling animation. It's just he's in his idle animation. Isn't that weird? Bro thinks he's Kiryu Kazuma. Does he do this? Is this a thing that he's known for doing? Idle or idling? I feel like idle is more common though. Idle animation. Idle, yo, like Love Live. Me when idle animation. He fishes and punches. What can't he do? He's doing everything. He's literally carrying the industry. Imagine though. He can't find love. Is that his thing? Kiryu? Kiryu? What about Kiryu? Okay, fishing. We are fishing. We are animating a fishing animation. Fishing rod. Let's add like another layer. This one will be the fishing line, the fishing rod. So it starts off, it's like this, right? It's like this. Muppets joke, which one? Kermit? Kermit the Toad? Kermit the Frog? It's like this, it's like this, and then it goes back. Oh, Kiryu, what about Kermit? Oh, I see, I see. True, she is famed for saying that. She is always saying that. Duration, 100 milliseconds. Okay, so it goes here and goes there. Goes here. Okay, and then we got the next frame. The new frame is going to be... You could have a smear frame in here. This one could perhaps be like... Now, once you cast it, you have to like step forward, right? It's gotta, your foot has gotta come down, right? Because due to the impact, you could have an in between. It's like this. You could have another frame in between this one. And it goes here. Foot could even move back. How does this do it? So this foot is okay. This one does move slightly, just a little bit. Man, animating is hard. Imagine animating. Imagine drawing things like this. And then, what happens to the other hand? The other hand goes back to normal quite quickly. Throwing a baseball. I don't know, sports. Imagine sports. Sports, yo, just like the Dodgers. Just like the freaking Dodgers. Wait, did I updated the wrong frame? Oh no. Whoops. What the heck was that? Let's undo that. I should have been changing this one. The Los Angeles Dodgers? Someone should go find them. Am I right, guys? No, because that doesn't make sense. Wolfie, that's not the team name. It's not the Los Angeles Dodgers. Bro, he doesn't even know. Okay, the hand goes here. Then... so it goes down. It goes down here. I live here. I've been to the stadium. That joke works. Do they often get lost there? Are they often losing? Am I right, guys? Are losers? Alright, guys. They're losers. So true. They do in fact lose. Haha. I don't actually know if that's true. Cancel him. He doesn't know that they've been on a winning streak. They don't even... okay, so they can be casted like this. You can have this one here. And then this one goes here. Right, this could be the smear frame. Now that Gura's dead, the Dodgers lost their luck. Yeah, how are they gonna dodge now? They can't. They literally can't. There needs to be more impact. It goes here. You start. It goes like this. It goes here. And maybe you step forward for one frame. Perhaps actually. No, that's too much. That's too much, bro. That's way too much. Or is it? Or maybe I just have to like do this. Oh, that looks good. Overshoot, exactly. It's literally this. I know. I am aware of the principles of animation sometimes. Not always, but sometimes. It goes here. Goes up. Goes here. Then bam. Bam. Okay, and then it goes to this pose. It goes to this pose. This pose right here. Dispose? Whoa, why would you dispose of this? What about that pose? Okay, new frame. Delete this stuff. Okay, so this one. So you want to end in this position right here. So for this to be possible, you would need to be this. And also this one. Wait. Okay, so this is just lowered by 1. And then the other hand is actually also lowered by 1. So it's like this. Then also it should be back this way. The head is now back this way, as well as this one. Is the hand in the same place? It is, right? It does make sense. The hand is here. Okay. So then this one is now back here. Oh, what the heck? What did I do? What the heck? Oh, the arms are visible. Okay, and then this one. Sure. Sure, that's something. And we just need a bit more like in between frames to smooth it out. Okay, so the fishing rod starts off here. It's right there. It's literally right there. Good. It is quite good, actually. Wow, that's art. That is what it's like to draw things, to create an animation from scratch. Okay, hold on. Go from here to here, to here, to here, and then down. It doesn't look so bad, but hold on. But then what? It's like this. It's like that. It's like here, here, there, here. I think this one should be like this. No, it's on the wrong. Me when I draw on the wrong layer, guys. I have drawn on the incorrect layer. Bro is drawing on the wrong layer. Welcome, Abyss Hunted. Bro, what is he doing? He's not even drawn on the right layer. Guys, is this anything? Me when I layer. You know who else's layers? Shrek. Remember that guy, Shrek? I remember. Alright, it's like this, 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 this. It's good. They're making Shrek 5? I mean, I've only ever seen Shrek 1, so I don't know. Bricks? Do bricks have layers? Oh, I get it, because people, they do in fact lay the bricks. That is a well-known thing that they do. It's a good one. Sometimes I feel like it seems like I don't appreciate jokes, because like I don't laugh out loud at them, but like in my head I'm like, that's a good one. I appreciated it. Despite me not actually audibly appreciating it. But I did. Brick layers lay bricks and layers. They do in fact do that. Also, have you noticed everyone here, besides Nanodan, red name? I mean, I know Xtag's name is like not selected, so it's like random, but it shows up as red right now. Everyone's red. Mark Zuckerberg. Me when something. Or is it supposed to be orange? I mean, it looks pretty similar. I take that back, that was mean. No, Mark. Mark Zuckerberg. Me when Zuckerberg. Me when I don't know. Trying to think of like something where it's like you're marking them down like they're absent or something, and then it's like Zuck or Berg. It could be either Zuck or Berg. Guys, workshop that one, please. We need this. We need this win. Mark Zuckerberg. I would rather mark something. I don't know. Great one, streamer. What would we do without you? Amazing joke. At the peak of comedy. The peak of Chew. Pikachu, that's what he sounds like. Rather Markiplier. Mark Iplier. Markiplier. Mark or Plier. Would you Mark or Plier? What am I doing? What are we doing here? What is he saying? Markiplier. I feel like this one, this leg going up, it feels like it's up too much. Actually, no, maybe that's fine. You know what? I think it's fine. We just need more in-betweens for this one and this one. New frame. Okay, so this one, something here. Not sure about anyone else. I'm definitely having a sanity loss episode. Sanities. Got him. I don't know, what am I saying? Bro, what is bro doing? Okay, we got this one. It goes in the middle. It's gotta go here. Okay, we're gonna hide this one for now. Got him. He fell for it. Okay, so this one also goes lower by 1. It is simply here. Some may even say shrimply, but they would be wrong. You cannot shrimply be doing that. It starts off here, and then it goes over. And I think it should go over like here first. Right, is that true? Here, here, here. Yes, because there's more. Wait, hold on. So this. It's hard to say, actually. It's here, here. Okay, and then this one, it must go up. But then like this one is the same. So maybe the in-between actually has it like this, the smear frame. And then this could be shorter. This could be 50 milliseconds. I don't know, man. I just don't know. Okay, I think this one needs to be also slightly longer. Or actually, maybe it's like between this one and this one. A new frame here. So then you go from here to here. For this one, you would simply move this up. That is the wrong layer. I would simply move this one up. And then what? And then this one also has to go up. And also to the left. And then the leg must be moved as well. Perhaps even here. Maybe, I don't know. It could also have this be moved slightly. This only looks weird because we're using the same outline color for this. The eye would be distinguishable from this in the real thing. Maybe we have one between this one and this one. Okay, so this one here, you need to go from this to this. And to do that, you would, so the head needs to move back. We could keep it forward for a little bit. This one goes down. And then the leg needs to not be there. So it could be like this. Let's simply be like this. Also, this one is here. Wait, that actually looks alright. Look, are you seeing this? It actually looks quite smooth. Okay, but then we enable this. It goes here, here. This one should also be moved slightly from here to here. The next one is there. Here, here, there. Could move this over by 1 pixel. Yes, and then, and then, I don't even know what that's a reference to. I just know people say it sometimes. And then another one. Welcome, Sheriff Pumpkin. How are you doing today? No one even knows. Literally Okay, so this one, delete that one. This could perhaps be like this. I'm doing well. What the? That's good. Okay, it goes like this. Goes here, goes up, goes back. Okay, it needs to go more over. Perhaps even more over. But we need to fix this. It must be fixed. This does not work like this. It's there. It's here. And also here. Now it's fine that this looks a bit uneven, because this will only be visible for a short period of time. Actually, that looks pretty bad. That's probably better. And then this one has to be moved downward by 1. Oh! Oh, look at that. Wow. It's fishing. Okay, we need like something between this and this. Perhaps a short smear frame. Simply just... You should prefer this frame. You should favor this frame. I guess I could just smear the entire thing. It could just be like this. It goes from here to here, but it should be perhaps this. Okay, that's not smeared at all. Whatever, you know, whatever. Okay, so it's like this. It's me making sound. Me when I make sounds. Anyone out there making sounds? Sorry, that was the wrong layer. This from here to here. You know, there is onion skin. Why don't I turn that on? How do I enable that? Edit, view, show onion skin. There we go. Okay, so we got this one. This one from here. We should delete this one. We should copy from here, because that is where we end up. Okay, and then this one will simply be a shape much like this. Perhaps some of this. And this does not need to be here necessarily, but maybe it should be. Okay, so from here to here, you should favor this pose. So you copy from this one, Copy from here, paste it there. What am I doing? Here to here. Well, you know, I should copy from here first. Let's delete this thing. Paste it here. It should overshoot though. Right, that's a thing that's good to have. Overshooting. Like even more so. Right, goes here. Goes here, here, and then there. But that's like, it's not smooth. It's not smooth at all. Okay, maybe the overshoot is not strictly necessary. Maybe it actually is fine. Okay, and then from here, we should maybe have some of this. Although this will end up being overridden when I actually draw the hair in. Whatever. Like this. No, that's the wrong layer. That's the wrong layer. Oh my god, I've been on the wrong layer the whole time. Welcome, Soli. Thank you, thank you. He's fishing. He's actually fishing for real, for real. It's really wide frame. Just a really wide frame. Here, this could go back. Fishing game, yeah, I'm gonna make like a fishing game. It's not really gonna be a game. I think it's just gonna be like an intro screen maybe. It could be interactive. Okay, so we lower the length of this frame to maybe 40. Welcome near you. Own the Oprah Winfrey Network. Anyway, we also we have this. Okay, it's me. We got the idle animation. We're blocking out the casting animation. Oh, you know what I could add to it? Like there could be a bit of hair bounce. I could probably figure that out off stream, but the fact that the hair just goes down, there's no like bounce, feels a bit strange. But okay, we got this one though. This one here. Whoa. Okay, okay, I need to fix this. This is a bit too abrupt. We do perhaps need the overshoot. Possibly. But it needs to be also rotated somewhat. You throw the rod like that, it kind of wiggles. Oh yeah, it's not directly straight, right? It's like this slightly. True. I could reflect this here. could be like this. Perhaps. It's here, and then from here, it's actually... it could be like this. There's sirens out there. They're arresting me for animating incorrectly. Bro, I heard you didn't use the... I don't even know. Me trying to think of something funny. Me when funny... Guys, that was a good joke. How is he so funny? Okay, but this thing should have overshoot though, right? It should be... Here, there's like a popping sound. What was that? It should be like this. Or should it? Should it even be like this? And then move this one over slightly. It goes like this, and then it should also like... should go this way a bit, right? Slightly. And then it goes back. Okay, but this is a bit too abrupt. It's from here to here. And then here. I could shorten the length of these frames. Maybe like 80. And then this one will end up on this. This one should not loop actually. It should play once. Sorry, it's the wrong one. I've changed the wrong one. No, that was right. Oops. How do I make it only play the selected animation? There was a way to do that, right? Does anyone know? When it plays only once, I needed to not go back to the beginning. I don't know how to get it to do that. Whatever, it's fine. It's good. Now I need to draw this many frames for the other guy. For the real animation. The real animation, he's not even reeling. I need to draw the reeling animation as well. Bro. What is he doing? I think it looks good. I just want to see what it looks like when it like stops, you know? It's got to stop on this frame. What if I just copy this? Copy this one. Can't do it. Cannot copy this one. New frame. And then we paste it. I like to paste the frames. I cannot paste the frames. Okay, that's fine. If I make this like 5,000 milliseconds. Up. Go here. Oh, okay. I should also copy. This is just for preview. Simply am here to preview the animation. Wait, where? It's on this frame? Okay. What the heck? Copy from here and then paste it here. Why can't I paste it? Did I, what is this? Me when there's too many layers is too much. Paste it, please. Copy from here, and I paste it. Why can't I paste it? Sometimes Aseprite confuses me. Like, I'm copying from this one, the arms layer, and then I go to here. Okay, that works. And I simply hide this. That looks all right. Okay, so then instead of 5,000, let's make that like 400. That was good. It looks quite all right, actually. It has deleted your message. You have posted another image. You have said, "Good night, Wolfie chat. Thanks for the stream, Wolf with smile." What is this image? Is it fishing? What the? That looks so good. What the heck? There's a photograph and everything. Amazing. The clouds are also good. There are birds. Thank you. Good job. I'm gonna put this on the slideshow. The start of stream slideshow, perhaps even. Actually, I didn't even consider the fishing rod doesn't have to be brown. I could have chosen a different color. Because actually, with it being brown, it does kind of overlap with some other some other elements. I could use, like, maybe it could be like blue. Sorry, we use blue for this. It could be like purple? I don't know. Should the color be dynamic? What do you mean? Like I could swap it out for a different one? It could be gray. Gray would be nice. Or like a really dark color. Changed in Godot. No, this is going to be static. It's just going to be the same one. You're assuming that there's going to be gameplay. There's not going to be gameplay. It is simply just going to be an interactive stream thing. I mean, even though in Godot you could just write a shader that changes the color. It's also a possibility. Anyway, we made some good progress today. This is quite nice. This is not actually a game, but maybe it could be. Yeah, professional streamer. I literally get paid money for this. Sometimes. And by sometimes I mean every month. When Twitch pays me the money that I'm rightfully old. He said old. Owed. White with green accents? It could be. No, because then white, we have like this color as well. We need a color that's not used in the model. For the character, I mean. I guess brown is that color, right? We have blue for, like, you know, the outfit. Red is the hair. Green, we could have green. Your fishing rod is green. We could have green. possible. Wow. Alright, anyway, that's going to be it. I'm going to check to see if they have synchronized to my machine. Let me open up this file in my local Aseprite. Let's see, we open it up. Go to, where's that directory at? code/Godot/phishing 2025-0616 scenes, entities, player.Aseprite. Okay, has this been synchronized? It appears to have been synchronized. All right, well, that's good. Thank you for watching. Good stream. I did not actually develop a game, but I did create the game files. Part of this was sort of related to game dev, so you could look at that. Good art as well. Good art. 1706-25. All right, remember this idea. Remember when I was gaming. All right, that's gonna be it. Let's find out what day it is. Let's raid someone. Yes, thank you for watching. Ooh, take your cat to work day. Fresh veggies day. Sea turtle day. Alright, let's do take your cat to work day raid. Take your cat to work day raid. Do I have any emotes that could be relevant for this? I don't have a cat emote. Do I have a working related emote? I don't. I don't know. You could probably find some relevant emote. Alright, who do I raid today? On twitch.tv. People are streaming. A lot of people streaming things. But where? But where do I send you to? Okay, what about this person? This person was literally here today. In this stream. As a viewer. ChocoJax? No, I raided ChocoJax recently. 31 days ago. That's so recent. I'm gonna raid Kari Panko. Who was here today as a chatter. Anyway, that's gonna be it. I'll be back on Wednesday, possibly with web fishing. She's gonna be gone Thai weekend. What? Is there a Thai weekend? This weekend? For, is there a convention this weekend? What's she doing? I've not actually checked her schedule. Oh, Off-Kai Expo, right. That's a thing. There's like people literally in this chat right now who are going to Off-Kai Expo. Yeah, at least one. And it's not me, because I'm not going. But you could go. You could be like, I'm going to Off-Kai Expo. You can meet your favorite streamers, perhaps. It was too expensive. I don't even know how much it costs. A plane ticket and the hotel and the convention tickets. Spending money on things. Anyway, the raid's going. I will see you next time. Goodbye.